Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. My name is Max. I am a Dutch teacher and I learn languages. And this is my first update about my language goals for the remaining part of 2021, which are 3 language goals. So first of all, I want to finish reading this book, Short Stories in French by Olly Richards. He knows what he's talking about because he learned a lot of languages, and my goal is to finish it. My second goal, or the first one, there's no particular order of them, yeah, is prove that I have a B2 level by finishing one test, by passing one test actually of this book, and then I want to focus on reading and listening. And my third goal is finishing this book, Eva Luna, written by Isabel Allende. And this is of course very advanced Spanish, and I just want to finish the book. You see, I'm halfway, but I want to continue reading before the end of December. I want to finish it. Now, of course, I cannot do all of that at once, so I decided to first focus on reading this book. As you can see, I'm now here. So the last story, what I do is I just play the audio. I lay down on this couch that you see here behind me, and I just try to understand and follow the story. This is also recommended by the writer that wrote this book, especially to do that, especially for that. And he recommends not to look up words, not to stop, not to play the audio again in the middle of the story, but to just read the chapter through, read the little summary. There's a little summary, and there's a little glossary. See if you understood the main line, the main storyline, and then you continue to the next chapter. Now, if you really feel like you should read or listen to the story again, and you can obviously do it, but I didn't. I just read it all through, and then I marked with a cross which stories I read. So you see, I should mark this one actually. You see that I should only read the last story, and I notice a few things that I like to share. So first of all, I noticed that I understand a lot more than in the beginning. That's absolutely crazy. I noticed that even sometimes I was reading faster than the audio was playing in French. So I definitely couldn't do that before. That's just the benefit of and just the merit, I try to say, of this book, which is amazing. I also noticed that the summary helps a lot, so I definitely needed a summary to kind of understand what was going on, especially the first few stories. And I also noticed that by not stopping and looking up words, like I'm used to do, I actually get into a kind of a flow state, and I enjoy it way more. And sometimes I even forget that I'm reading in French, and I just think that I'm reading some kind of story. Some kind of normal story. So that's great. Second thing I noticed is that I started mixing Spanish and French a little bit while speaking Spanish. So I just mixed in a few French words when speaking to my girlfriend. She's from Spain. And thirdly, I also noticed that when I started to think a little bit in French on the bike while cycling. I live in Rotterdam, so we all cycle. Rotterdam is in Holland, right? And there I realized that while thinking in French, I could actually start constructing some sentences. So I'm very excited to start and speak in a little bit. So that's basically all I did. I didn't continue with the German book, but I did find a Tandem partner. So Tandem is a language exchange website, and I found someone to speak to, and we're going to try to have a conversation in German every week, and then we do half an hour German, half an hour English. So I'm helping him with English, even though I have a beautiful Dutch accent. My English is quite enough, quite good enough to help him, you know. Okay, that's about it. So after the French, I plan to continue by see if I can prove that I have B2. And then the last month in December, something like that, I'm planning to read the Spanish book. So I tell you how it goes next Wednesday. I see you later.